And welcome everybody back to the Games Tavern. Grab yourselves an ale and take a seat by the fire as we regale you with the tales tonight of dirty deeds. If this is your first time here catching us on Twitch, we're glad to have you here with us tonight. Make sure you go ahead and hit that follow button, or even go ahead and subscribe. It helps support the channel, the show, and all those crazy little gremlins that are sitting there working hard in the background to keep everything up and running for us. It's been a couple of weeks since we've been here, so before we get into recapping what happened the last session, we just got a few quick reminders to let everybody know about.
I need to unmute myself. That's important.
Free action.
Yeah, free action. Everybody make sure you do that. Secondly, remember that if you have Amazon Prime, you also get a free Prime gaming subscription. So that means you can go down, you can click the button, you can subscribe for absolutely free, and it supports all of us. It supports the making sure the gremlins have a home, a nice coat to wear every once in a while. Prime gaming subscribers get our special subscriber only channel on the TGT Discord and all of our subs and emotes and stuff like that. So if you want to get in on the conversation and hype us up, you can do that right there. So make sure you hit the button now, subscribe, and come back next month and do it again.
A humongous thank you to our friends over at Shard Tabletop for sponsoring our show. You can check them out for yourselves. Follow our link in chat. They are our favorite place to play all of our TTRPGs. It is the best virtual tabletop player on the market. You can access rules and adventures and other supplements. It also provides digital tools for both DMs and for players, like character sheets that are fully customizable with different backgrounds and textures. It also has things like spell effects that you can put in yourself, so your DM has one less thing to worry about. We think so highly of it that it is the official VTT of the Games Tavern. So follow our link in chat and use our promo code TGT Shard20, and you can save not 5, not 10, not 15. I'm going to go one higher, 20% on all subs.
Not 19?
Not 19.
Did you say 20%?
I'm going to say it again.
20%.
I'll say it as many times as needed. It's
Yes.
20 ding dang percent, y'all.
And in other great news, Streamloots is live at the Games Tavern. So follow the link in chat to pick up your Games Tavern packs. These cards can be utilized to help out the characters of a show, us sad needing help characters, with things like inspiration for the entire party, granting a luck point for a player, especially when that player's used up their lucky and it's all gone badly, or other collective cards. There's even a card that you can grant inspiration to the DM if you're feeling real feisty, but we'll know that you did that.
And we will applaud you and thank you greatly. Or at least one of us will. Actually, I think a couple weeks ago on one of the other shows here on the channel, somebody actually did grant the DM inspiration. Finally, it was quite entertaining. I don't think it panned out for the DM, no. But speaking of things not quite panning out for people, a couple weeks, it was 3 weeks ago, I think is the last time we came together for this story. Our adventurers are currently on their way back into the cursed Mournlands, the blasted wasteland that used to be the country of Seer. They are on their way there where the last creation forge and Steel's old mentor, Azrir, is holed up, creating an army of warforged that have been ravaging the countryside. And they're on their way towards their final conflict. They took a rest right outside the Dead Gray Mist when shadows started to approach them from within the mists. The first one was their old ally, Ro, returning back to the party after having stayed behind in Sharn to take care of her family. With her arrival, though, also came 2 drow assassins bent on killing or destroying Terran and his daughter Olana. A very brutal fight took place the morning before they entered the mists, and during the conflict, Olana went down, and the drow did their job to finish her off. Luckily, however, one of the members of our group, always prepared, always packing all sorts of magical abilities and deep magics and such, was able to bring her back from the brink of death. As the conflict came down to an end, however, Ro got a small tinge in the back of her mind, and her aberrant dragon mark began to burn as she heard the voice of her patron telling her that was her first chance. She better not fail again. And that's where we find ourselves now, as you all are recovering from your conflict with the drow, preparing to head into the mists. What are you doing?
I mentioned to Tyrion perhaps we take Olana downstairs to rest. She is out of woods, but is still extremely hurt.
Yeah, all right. And go downstairs.
Bring her into a happy fun box.
You pick her up.
So you pick her up. How are you getting her down the long ladder going into your magnificent mansion chest?
Invisible servants.
We can like rig up some sort of like lowering harness.
We have servants that will take. They take the menagerie up and down, so they're the elevator service.
Oh, I like the idea more that because I think like for the spells description, there's like 500 of them, so we just have them all stacked on top of each other to make a invisible human.
It's
cushion.
like that. It's like that chain of ants you see that suspends.
Exactly.
It's a bucket brigade for a person.
For a person.
Just
kind of ghosts.
It's a cheerleading pyramid, and they just they come
And
down.
they just throw her.
Insane.
You see the rest of them like on the sides
So-
doing like the go her.
Hopefully they don't throw her, because it's about a 40-foot drop.
10. 10. No,
Oh,
they
they just
probably don't. They don't
drop
shove
her.
her.
Drop her 5 feet. Kind of like the hands from Labyrinth. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, yeah.
The helping hands. Anyway. So
All right. So if we, for sake of ease, Echo, perhaps you would want to stay down with Olana while we traverse the Mournlands, at least until we get through the mist.
all right, Echo just like,
He probably stays.
yeah. She's like, yeah, okay.
Crater can be the support animal while Olana's in recovery.
Okay. Yeah. Well. Yeah. I mean, she doesn't quite have her. She can always bring her familiar out whenever she wants. So yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So something to keep in mind is your hover horses or motorcycles, whatever we want to call them, have seats for 3 people. You have the chest, the 4 of you still out, as well as the menagerie, unless you're keeping some of the menagerie down within your mansion.
The menagerie, like I said, they go down. They'll stay in the box.
Okay.
With Biscuit's head kind of lolling out the box a little bit, going but no.
The same pyramid that like lowered her down is ready to just like throw them out. They're just like
Right,
spring loaded like a jack in the box.
On my signal, they're supposed to get them out of the box quickly. And then that should leave us with enough seats for everybody who's not taking shelter in the box.
Okay.
2 of us per bike.
Yep.
Mhm.
And Cafe is just gonna fly around, refill everybody's drinks when necessary.
Okay.
Oh my
So you
god,
get-
Cafe could be a hood ornament
Mhm.
while we
If you
travel.
want- whenever he feels like resting, I'm sure he will.
So your little mechanic homunculus coffee pot flying around. You guys have everything loaded up. Are you trying to take any kind of short rest or anything like that before departing? Some of you
Yes.
Look like you're hurting pretty bad.
If I drive, could he take a short rest behind me?
Take a nap
Yeah.
in the back of the car. Yeah.
Yeah, in the sidecar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think Taryn just walks to the hover horse, walks towards the driver's seat, thinks about it, and just slowly turns and keels over in the passenger.
Yeah, because I think if I remember right, the last time you drove one of these through the mist.
Didn't
He
go
did
so
some
well
dumb
for
shit.
Tyrion.
No. The when I almost flipped it is when we came out and we were making a stop in that little village thing.
Right.
You're not
Yeah.
helping
We
your
were,
case,
we were
bro.
being chased out. Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
You
no,
were
I'm-
being chased out. Yeah.
I was saying I'm fine in the mist. It's outside of the mist that's a problem.
It's the in between areas, right? It's that's the big problem is when you're going through and you can't see anything and you get to the outside and you're like, oh shit, rock. That's when there's a problem, right?
Yep.
Exactly.
Alceris, while the the Jack in the Box is being loaded, just spends a couple minutes just crackling with this energy that he had at the end of that fight, and just like the first time in a
Yep.
while you see just like a smile on his face. Like this is a good feeling. Man, I could get used to this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want you.
Still got some of that electrical energy buzzing over you from your little teleportation hopping spell.
I want you to use that spell in the mist. I want to see mist thunder, mist lightning, and whatever else it brings.
It sounds cool. Also sounds bad, because Halceris doesn't have a great track record with mist shenanigans. So
And Mist doesn't have good track record.
Yeah. So you guys do recall on one of your previous ventures in, there was a certain point where Halceris, in the middle of combat, went to go cast a spell and turned into a tulip.
One of our favorite moments.
a respectable tulip. It's very nice, very regal,
Yeah, it was.
wonderful petals.
Completely not sentient.
Not
So is
sentient
there-
at all.
Is there any other preparations you plan on making prior to your venture through the mist?
I'm just going to say, like, we don't have to wait for it or anything, but Tyrion, would you rather take a quick short rest before we go through it? Not because, like, I don't think you couldn't just kind of rest through, but it's a little turbulent and you're not sitting high on hit points right now, right?
How is everybody feeling right now as well? Taking the gauge. Ro,
No,
you're-
Ceres is perfect, fine.
Yeah, so
Nobody-
looking around the group, everybody's pretty much unscathed except for Terran and Olana. Because
Okay.
if you recall, during the conflict, the
That's
two
the only
drow that were
target they
attacking
had.
you ignored everyone else and were laser focused on just those two. And they were hitting
yeah.
pretty hard.
Yes, they were. Lots of poison. So
It was necrotic.
oh, never mind. Even worse. The worst poison.
Death.
But yeah, so I mean, we can just take a quick breather and then head. So just a
Can we
quick
do that?
short
I
rest.
mean,
to do your...
Yeah.
Yeah,
While we're at
yeah,
it,
sure.
I'm gonna whip everybody up a snack. First, I'm gonna hand Tyrion. We will do. How many? Okay. How bad does Tyrion look? Like I
Horrible.
knew that he was about to fall down. Okay, so
Horrible.
fine. I hand him. We'll do 20 good berries. That's 20 HP. Just done. And I'm gonna make us all a snack. So
Here, eat this pint of blueberries.
I'm gonna get out my juicer. Just start.
You're going to juice good berries.
Goodberry juice.
That's
Yeah,
what they
don't-
say when they mean a power smoothie.
Yeah,
I gotta
exactly.
re-
yes.
You know, I got to make a note of that because that would be
I have the
interesting.
chef feed. I feel like this is a thing
Yeah,
that should be
no,
able to happen.
I am for it.
See, I think he
feel like-
makes the juice and then you like save all the pulp
First-
and
no,
everything.
no,
It's
no.
like this is
No,
fiber.
No, exactly. I first I have to invent the ninja, because I'm an artificer, and then I create. Then I start just blending smoothies
it-
constantly, all the time.
all the time.
Yeah. You know what? If you ever do an artificer fighter build, there you go. Right.
I
Moving
just
on,
got I got a new item. All right.
I'm going to also go ahead and use my the chef feat thing, and I'm gonna cook us all a snack. So you get an extra 1d8 hit points on top of whatever hit dice you use to regain hit points. And I'm gonna do
1d8
the
each
same.
hit point die, or just 1d8?
Let's see who eats food spends. No, it's just a 1d8 on top of what you're
Okay.
already getting.
Yeah, you just add an extra
Just making
d8.
sure.
Yep.
All right.
Because I'm gonna do the same because I need at least a couple hit points.
Yeah. And I'll take this moment to, because I did everybody else this morning with the gift of luck ritual. I did morning prayers. So since Ro wasn't here for morning prayers, I'll get out my prayer book, lead with a saying of the Psalms and all that jazz, and do a ritual cast of gift of luck.
Okay. Are you
remind me? Oh,
so
sorry.
gift of luck grants you essentially three luck points.
But I
that
have
you
to
act-
click.
but you have to call it first. Yep.
Yep.
So your luck feat allows you to see the
Afterwards.
roll
Yeah.
and choose to re-roll before this. You have to call it before you make the initial roll.
Got it.
Yep. It's from our lovely friends over at Cobalt Press and their deep magic that Halceris
Thank
is so in love with.
Thank you so much, Cobalt Press. It's wonderful. I love all the spells.
I think you
TGC
have
Star 20.
more Cobalt Press spells than you do normal.
Yes.
Well.
Yes, I do.
All right, so go ahead, roll your hit dice that you wish to spend, so you can try to recover some HP. As you all load up onto your horses, who is plunging in first?
Oh wait, before we leave, I'm gonna just raise a hand and said, "Don't forget to tie off the horses," and then back down.
Mhm. Yeah.
Just to tie them together. Make sure that we connect the rope to each other so we don't get lost again.
Mhm.
Ah, okay.
Well said. Yep. So, if Ro is driving with Tyrion, then I will ride with Steel, and I think we should
I don't-
take the lead.
Ro also like.
Oh.
I'm
You don't
okay
wanna drive?
driving. I'm okay sidecar. Whatever you want to do.
I could drive then, because I can talk with the elementals and things.
Mhm.
So,
I have
Okay.
matured in the last 2 months. 2 weeks. 3 weeks. I don't know.
a couple
Yeah,
days.
about two. It's been a couple weeks since you guys.
I'm very
separated.
mature now.
Couple
I'm not
weeks
even
game time.
remotely upset that they talked to the elk and not me.
you get to talk to the elementals. I mean, it's
Oh,
Okay,
Halceris doesn't care about elk.
It's me. I care about the damn elk.
all right. So you guys tie off which vehicle is going to be in the lead. All right. So
My
Steel.
volunteers tribute. Yeah.
All right. So as you plunge into the mist, the thick, dark mist surrounds you, and you have visibility of maybe 5 feet in front of you.
Wolf.
And you're not along a road this time either, as you chose to go a little further south as for a direct line to the ruins that have been pointed out to you by your former adversary / now sort of friend.
Senior in our care.
I
Senior
don't
in
know
your
about
care.
friend.
So he told us where it is. I thought he was guiding. He was out.
Oh no, he's down in
Outside
the Happy Fun box as well.
We
He
should
can-
tie
he
him
can-
up, honestly.
He's got
He's
got
nearly a fossil
attendants.
at this point, so
It's He's got
Yeah.
several of the invisible servants as like nurses. So
Yeah, he's the last time you saw him down there, he's dealing with some memory loss and stuff at the moment.
It's
So,
really
yeah.
hard for me to be sympathetic. He tried to murder us brutally.
No, it's fair. It is absolutely fair. That, yeah.
If you want to go beat up a senior with dementia, I mean, not going to stop you.
I mean,
I will stop you. Please don't beat up the senior.
On that note, Steel, plunging in, go ahead, give me a survival check, please.
Can do that. Let's see.
You've got your luck points if you would like them.
I will. You spend 1 luck point on this survival check.
Okay.
My other question is, do I imagine that it's going to be multiple checks to get through this from last time? Did we have?
Yeah. So last time it was 3 checks.
Can I get? Can I instead get aid from Cafe?
What kind of aid would he be providing you?
Basically, I mean, he has a better perception than I do just in general. So using his eyesight to try to guide us through a little bit.
He can only see about 5 feet in front of him too. His eyesight's not really going to help you.
Okay.
So it's a straight roll. I'm not giving you disadvantage or anything on this.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to find out if I can get advantage from his assistance.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and use my luck point on this one instead.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Okay.
21.
Damn.
For 21 total. Okay. You cruise right along, and you're pretty sure that you are on
gas
course.
masks on, by the way.
Yep, your rebreathers and your masks and all that, so you can stay focused.
mask on.
Yep. All right, Halceris, you're driving the second one.
Mhm.
Because Steel had the successful attempt, you get your survival roll with advantage because you are tethered to him.
Whose sidecar am I in?
Who's do you want
Could
to be
let me make you a pitch, DM. Since I'm not leading my own path, I'm following Steel. Could I use perception as I'm just trying to see basically his taillights?
You can't see that. All you can see is the rope going through into the mist.
Sure,
What if
but
we,
like
what if we
I'm
stay
just
within 10 feet of each other?
That's
How
why
slow?
that's kind of why I'm giving you the advantage.
Okay.
So
well, that's not great. Let's see if we can't do more. Yeah, 21.
okay. So there you go. You guys make it through the first portion. Steel's able to see a couple boulders that are in the way, or rubble, or some large mass, and goes around it. And you see the change in the rope, so you follow right along in the path as you're going through the mist. Go ahead, Steel. Give me the next survival roll, please. And Taryn, you're pretty much taking your short rest right now, still. So there's not much you can help with. But Ro, I mean, if there's a way you wish to try to help with this?
I don't even have. I mean, I have my spoon, but I don't think that's gonna help us very much. I'm gonna shine it down at the ground anyway.
Okay.
This little spoon of mine. I'm gonna let it
You
shine.
made Steel, when you gave her the spoon, was it with your tinkering thing on it or no?
Yes. Yeah, it's
Okay.
had it on it since, I mean, I haven't removed it in, like, what is it, a year now?
Okay.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
I think
Okay.
there's also a piece of paper with our had our faces on it that's been rearranged.
Okay. Yeah, so she got the spoon this time. All we need to do is get you a glow in the dark spoon and you'll be perfect.
Honestly, I could probably paint that with something.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, give me your survival roll. Ro, I'm gonna have you give me a perception check at the same time.
Lord, I'm not that great at anything.
Can I wait for her perception check? Because if she's aiding me, would I have the help action at that point?
No, this is gonna be her perception checks for something else.
Okay. All right.
14.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my next gift of luck point.
Okay.
Don't know if I needed it, but
Well, we'll see.
I'll take it. 17.
Oh, okay. Yep. So there's a couple larger what almost looks like maybe buildings that might have been at one point, and you're able to go through and around them. As you're going through, Ro, you're kind of leaning over with your spoon, looking at the ground and stuff like that, and you swear you catch some really quick movement go by you.
Yeah.
And you also notice what looks to be small cloth dolls in the area as
Oh.
well.
No. Keep driving. Drive faster.
Halceris, that was a success on Steel's side, so go ahead, give me yours with advantage.
Okay. Oh, that was brutal, Shard. It was a 17, 18, 19, 2. Like, oh.
Oof.
So is what you guys don't see
Hold
on the
Oh God.
Oh wow. So what you
Ugh.
don't see on the stream is what he sees on Shard is you actually get a tray and you see the die roll, and it does that thing with like real dice.
Oh wait, I've got an inspiration point.
You do. I will let you
This-
re-roll.
This seems like a good a time as any.
Okay.
Just refreshing here. 1 second. Thank you. Let's see what we got now. There we go. Double digits. 16.
Okay. With 16, you're going along and you see the rope turn, and just a second too late, you start to do it, and you see yourself about to sideswipe into this stone pillar, but something just another bump in the road kind of hits you, and you jump just away from the pillar. And you guys are cruising along again. All right, go ahead and give me one more survival check there, Steel.
I'll burn my last one,
All right.
which I'm glad for. Okay. I would like to use an ability. Hold on.
Okay.
Where's it at?
The artificers have all sorts of fun stuff that you can get to add stuff with. What is it? Some genius or something like that.
Flash of Genius.
Flash of genius.
Yeah. So I can add a +4 to the roll. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use Flash of Genius to add a +4 to that roll.
Okay. That was probably a really good move. Because as you're going along, again, a wall kind of almost pops up right in front of you, and you're able to turn just in time to avoid it. Halceris, it's going to be a straight roll this time.
Ugh.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Have I been able to use my proficiency on this because I'm proficient with land vehicles?
Yes.
Because I haven't been.
Okay.
So that would be an 18 actually.
Okay. Then you're able to avoid it. Yep. So you will have your advantage then this time, Halceris.
Thank you. With the net 20.
Oh, there you go. You almost anticipate the turn before you see the rope even move.
I'm a leaf on the wind. Watch me drive.
Don't start
Last
that.
I
Don't
checked, that
start it.
didn't turn out good for that driver.
hmm
just
I run over one of those cloth dolls. I just crush it.
okay.
That's gonna go well for us.
After probably about 5 minutes of driving through this mist, you come out the other side. And as you come back through, you see the familiar blasted wasteland known as the Mournlands. Nothing you see on the horizon. You don't see no structures, no creatures, nothing in the sky. It's just quiet. I need every single one of you to give me a charisma saving throw, please.
I'm not very good at that for a warlock. Ooh, 19.
Okay.
23. Old man charisma.
Charming.
Charisma.
Charisma. Yes.
Yeah. 19.
Okay. As you come through the mist, Steel, you feel the hair on the back of your neck just kind of start to stand on end. You're not quite sure why, but you just got that like tingling, almost as if there's somebody watching you.
It got the ickies.
I immediately cast See Invisibility.
Okay. As you cast your spell, your eyes kind of flare and you're looking around. And you don't see anyone around other than you and your group.
That's sus.
It hangs around for an hour, so if we see anything else out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you all head off in the general direction that you have on your map, showing you where the ruins are that have the tunnel that leads into the forge. As you travel for about the first 4 hours, it's quiet. Nothing going on. No, you don't see any creatures running around. No bugs. No sound. Other than that of your hover horses. Anything you all wish to do while you're on this first leg of your venture?
Normally, I spy with Echo, but she is in the box right now. So, also, it's not a great game in the blasted wasteland. So, I think so Ro, you're on my horse, right? Or are you
I
on
think I'm
No.
on Steel's horse.
Yep, she's
Steel's
on. Yeah, Ro is on Steel's horse. Taryn is with you.
I then, hold on, I have a note for this. Just this occasion.
That would be your hover horses.
It purrs like a mechanicat. I turn to Tyrion and say, have I ever told you, I know we have talked religion every once in a while, but have you ever heard about Balinor?
Nope. Can't.
I believe that you would find him, I think that you and he would strike a good accord. He is the sovereign of the Horn and the Hunt, the patron of those who follow the border between nature and civilization. He guides both hunters and beasts.
That sounds interesting.
The sovereign have many names, but speak with one voice. So to worship one is kind of to worship all. But I believe that this facet, I mean, because Onatar pretty much has a steel lock and key. He is the god of forging and whatnot. So, but as we travel in these times with things becoming more and more beyond our kind of comprehension, I turn to my faith, and I see Balinor. I see his strides in you.
Steel, are you trying to convert me right now?
No, just a friendly talk about the religion. What? No, of course not. Also, I have this pamphlet. It's just something to read while we are driving. I don't want to disturb your nap. Sorry, eyes on the road. They go back to driving.
Okay. I love how you're trying to convert your friends for the last 2 years.
It's been a lot of like the ministry through action for the past few years, but now that someone died, it's like, oh, I should probably make sure some souls are ready to be saved.
Yeah, no.
Damn.
Oh, how many diamonds you got left, by the way?
4.
Okay.
We've been saving these guys.
Okay, so
Luckily no one's died yet, but now we need them.
yeah, no, I'm okay. I know what I got to do. Gotcha. Okay, Steel, Row, anything you all are doing while you're on this first leg?
Does Hal seem particularly invested in our faith lately?
It seems like he has, I don't know, kind of had a little coming to terms after, nearly dying on the ship, and there's
Like a coming to sovereign moment.
Maybe, I don't know. Just seems like there's been a lot of crap happening lately. A lot of us thinking, maybe we should get things right, settle what needs settled, and other crap like that.
Do you see like a point in worshiping something higher?
No. Absolutely not. I see his point, but
What if you worshipped one thing, but if you started worshiping another thing, that thing would fight the first thing?
I think you're getting a little bit like transparent here, and maybe, I mean, you basically could try trading one power source for another power source. It's kind of like batteries, I guess. They work, you can just try to swap them out.
What if you didn't even want the power, you just want the kaiju battle?
I mean, who doesn't want a kaiju battle? However, I would rather not be at the site of the kaiju battle personally.
Ro,
I also
your
don't know
arm-
that I want it happening like inside.
Yeah, Ro, your arm's starting to burn as you're having this conversation.
I could say some choice words to you.
You say that out loud?
No.
On another note, you still have something of mine, and I wonder if you've had a chance to use it.
I love the look.
What? What do I
It's a matching
have?
fork.
The gray bag of tricks.
Oh!
Yeah.
No, well, so I think I must have used at least one, right? So I'm just gonna like since I've had it. Well, I had one, and Wolfie was really helpful. I thought someone had broken into our house, but it turned out that my brother had snuck out and was coming back, and we scared the bejesus out of him because I brought Wolfie.
That's, I mean, a good use of it. Yeah.
Wolfie's the best. Brother, grounded.
So there was also a moment where you tried hoping to get like the badger to help comfort your mom, and Elkie came out instead in the middle
Also-
of the hospital.
Also super handy. I'm just saying, he'd be very comfy, I'm sure.
Ah! Sorry, guys.
Oh,
Tripped my breaker.
and as you're having this conversation, your spoon
Goes out.
And
goes
then it
out.
comes back, right?
Yeah, then it comes right back.
Yeah, magic's weird here.
That's gonna happen every now and then.
Yeah. No, yeah. Not looking forward to any of that. It's nice having you back, though.
Yeah, it's it's good to be back. It's also I don't know that I plan to be back so soon.
It's okay to not be like good about being back. That's also okay. It's not exactly the ideal situation to be back in. So
I mean, when do we ever have an ideal situation?
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, things have been kind of shite.
You do
If they-
now, Ro.
Can I ask you a favor, Steele?
Of course. Anything.
You promise?
Yeah.
If I start doing something bad, take me out.
You want to know a secret?
What?
I already know how I do it.
I don't know that that makes me feel better or worse. Actually, a lot better. Yeah. No, that's nice. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks.
No problem.
Just
You
and
should be a first.
if that happens, just check on my family every now and then. Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't come to something that dire, but I have thoughts, but I'll keep them to myself. I think that might be.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think for many reasons keep them to yourself.
Steel. I need you to go ahead and once you get a sec, send me what it is you have in mind for that. For reasons.
For reasons.
Don't worry, he'll forward you the spreadsheet he's made.
How to kill each in what manner?
Exactly. It's just different slides
Steele's the Batman of the group. He's been planning
Yep.
this for.
Yeah.
the
No.
whole time.
Yeah. I need to know what that plan is for Ro. I don't need to know what you got for the others. I just need to know for Ro in particular.
Fair enough.
That'll be a fun group building exercise later on. How would you kill each other?
I never said I'd kill anybody. Come on, House Harris. Have some faith here.
He said take her out.
Fair. Look at the pretty elk.
Okay. As you all proceed on through, House Harris, you catch you and Taryn, because you both have the insanely high passives. You see a streak of lightning off in the distance in front of you, but it doesn't go away. Just getting closer.
You
It's
see
in the
that?
sky. It's up in the sky, and it's just almost waving through the sky.
That is not normal weather pattern.
No, never seen anything like it.
You think we should be worried? I mean, we are in Mournlands. We should always be worried, I imagine. Do the hover horses have horns? Or we just like kick the
No.
crystal and the elemental yelps or something? I don't know.
No, you never got horns installed.
I thought that was something we do.
The only thing you got really would be to, try to yell or get up next to them.
Sure, yeah. I'll just rev the engine and pull up alongside. We don't need to be going in a line anymore. And then just
Yeah.
like point up at the sky.
Okay. Yeah, you all see now what looks to be maybe a 10-foot long, almost bolt of lightning, kind of floating in the air, almost moving towards you.
That doesn't seem great, does it?
Oh,
At this point, it
Uh,
drops elevation and starts coming down towards the ground level.
Like on top of us or like ahead of us?
Ahead of you.
Okay.
Okay. I start pulling to a stop,
Pull.
and then
Pull back.
crossbow, and I'm gonna whistle. A
Yeah.
dog and a metal lizard come flying out of a box.
So the box can't be opened from the inside. So
It's-
you have to reach over and open it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you open it up and Biscuit and Ursula come crawling out.
They have actually been, since they can't open it from the inside, they've actually been pushed up against the lid of the box. They are literally under pressure.
Yeah.
And then they go, woo!
Yep.
All right. This bolt of lightning is probably about 200 feet or so off in front of you, and it's now moving along the ground, almost moving serpentine like.
Does this remind me at all about the fire that we fought last time when we were in the Mournlands?
Go ahead, give me an Arcana check.
I was gonna ask the same thing. Can I do an
Yep.
Arcana check?
Yes.
Could I do a
Also-
history if he does Arcana?
Sure.
Can I do a
Also-
nature check just to be included?
Absolutely.
No, I don't want to fuck that one up.
Nix.
That's a 27 on Arcana.
Do we still have those telescopes from the ship?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I whip
You were
that
able
out.
to salvage a
Whip that
couple
out.
of those.
Yeah, I grab one, pull it out, and just take a look to see if I can see what it is.
Okay, give me perception.
Yeah.
Okay,
Perception.
so we got Steel had a 27 Arcana, House Eris had a 21 History, Terran's got a 27 Perception,
God damn.
and what is your nature check, Ro?
Yeah, come on, Ro. Roll a
Come on.
die.
Come on.
Roll a die.
All right,
Let's see what we
fine.
got.
Do it.
Nat
got
20.
it.
Nat 20.
Not 28.
I'm really bad at. Oh my god! That's a nat 20.
Called it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Oh, manifest.
Ro, this is not anything from nature. However, you get the same creepy vibe off of this slithering bolt of lightning that you got from the little burning hands. that you guys
I'm
faced
sorry.
way
I'm
back at the
Woo!
Taryn, you look and it's a bolt of lightning just slithering along the ground. Look, moving very much like a snake. Halceris, yeah, this reminds you of the living spells that you guys had dealt with before. And yeah, Steel, you absolutely know what it is.
When we
It is
combine
it is
all-
a living lightning bolt.
I look at
Alceris.
Steel.
Did you happen to pack any sort of like dispel on you today?
Halceris' eyes roll back in his head, trying to remember the things he did. No, but we could try to outrun it.
It already passed us, right? Or did it?
No,
was it
it's
coming-
kind of it's in front of you, coming towards you.
Do a little.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could prepare to gun it. And okay,
We bank left, you bank right.
yeah, and I'm gonna get the menagerie back in the thing, and I'm gonna we'll
Okay.
just do that for now.
Okay, and you go to try to gun it around it. Okay, so is what I'm
That's the
gonna.
plan.
Okay, are you going in the same direction or are you splitting up and going?
Splitting up and like going around it. So
Okay.
basically, like, yeah, just around, meeting up, and going forward. So like hopping it essentially.
Okay, so I am gonna roll myself a d6 here. Odds is Halceris, evens is Steel. Okay, so it is going towards Steel. As you guys go to go around it, you see it kind of rears up a little bit, and what could only be described as the head of the lightning bolt lashes out toward in your direction, Steel, and a bolt of lightning shoots from it 120 feet out. Go ahead and give me a so it's going to be a survival check with your proficiency because of the land vehicle.
Can my nat 20 help? Because I'm just really good at like land and terrain right now.
This is to dodge the lightning bolt.
I know so much about the lightning bolt, and I'm
Uh.
intimately connected with that sensation.
You know what? I am going to go ahead and say sure.
Yeah.
You're like, because you're looking, you're like, and you remember how the other ones twitched and reacted when they launched their versions of spells at you, and you're able to give Steel the brief little quick second of warning.
Like I can
It's
like
about-
feel the ozone.
Yeah. So
And-
yes.
And you said it is a wisdom check.
No,
to
a survival.
survive. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
It's a yeah.
Because you're
I'm
you're
just-
piloting basically. And it's gonna be with your
So-
proficiency. So
That's with
yeah.
that is with proficiency is a 15.
Okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, you did get.
That's
land
why that's why
Yep.
I use the land vehicles thing so I get the
Okay.
proficiency on the.
Perfect. Yeah. So as you go, the bolt just goes right back by your backside. Ro, your hair just sticks up for a second. And you guys just smell the burnt ozone around you as you see the streak of burn going across the ground where it went through. But you guys make it and you zoom off and you're able to get around it. It looks like it pursues you for a little bit, but it cannot keep up with the pace of your hover horses. And after a few minutes, it moves off in a different direction.
I assume too that Tyrion and Ro just take pot shots at it as we're like driving away, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
essentially trying to
yeah.
ground it.
So you wouldn't be able to ground it because it's a
It's
bolt of
staring shot.
lightning. But
Try it.
yeah. So I'll let you each go ahead and take a shot at it.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah. I'm gonna just cast a cantrip so I don't waste an arrow and shoot a biting arrow at it. What does
Yeah,
do I need
I'm an
it?
Eldritch Blast. That's a 14.
So-
But I
Oh no.
have lucky. I'm not going to use it right now.
Okay.
I don't need a
But you've got another shot though.
You got
right?
another shot.
Oh, duh.
You've got 2 shots with Eldritch.
Nat 20
Okay.
Keep it up.
for a
Go.
26.
All right. Welcome back, Ro. Go ahead and give me damage for that nat
Ding
20.
dang hot dice going on over here.
Sorry. Accidentally rolled twice. That's 11 damage plus 2 for my thingy.
Oh, make sure you hit the roll critical.
And so it's, wow, that's shite. Okay, well,
Yeah.
14.
Okay.
There's
Taryn?
I have a feat somewhere.
yeah, just cast.
You've
a
got
spell.
2. They're at the bottom of your legs.
21 to hit.
Okay. Yep, that hits it.
So damage is... Oh, it deals damage as usual.
Yeah.
And then all right, so cantrip biting arrow from our friend, or the deep magic from our friends at Cobalt Press.
Okay.
As a part of the action used to cast a spell, I can make a ranged weapon attack with a bow, a crossbow, or a thrown weapon. The effect is limited. It was within 120 feet, correct?
Yeah, when you took the shot, yeah.
Yeah, so despite the weapon's range. Alright. So, and when it hit, it deals damage as usual. In addition, the target becomes coated in a thin frost until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
If the target
Is-
uses its reaction before the start of my next turn, it immediately takes 1d6 cold damage. And the spell ends.
Okay.
Damn. Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah,
Cobalt Press.
Thank you.
Hit. Okay, so go give me the damage. Let's see if you guys take this out in your one quick volley.
Do I get my sneak attack with that?
No.
Okay, just making sure. So that's the 2d6 is gone, so it's 11 points of
Okay.
piercing damage. And does it take anything else? Unless my dread ambusher and other stuff stack with that, then that's it.
Okay. Yeah. No. It's so you guys each hit it as you go by, but then you're off, and like I said, it pursues you for a couple of minutes, and then it realizes it
it's-
can't keep up with you.
Does
if
it
it's
use
still
its?
standing in cafe, shoot it.
I was gonna ask. Does
And
it
I
use
mean,
its
it's
reaction?
not really. I mean, even
It's
if he
fine,
hits
I'm
it, it's not close to.
Death's Door. But for a brief
Yeah.
moment, it was frozen lightning, and that's
Yeah.
sick as hell.
Yeah. Just for that brief 6 seconds.
Mhm.
Did it
All
use
right.
its reaction to attack steel? Opportunity. That's fine.
You want to use your reaction to attack
No,
steel? What?
didn't it use its reaction to attack steel?
No,
'Cause
it
then it
used
would
an
do
action
more
to
damage.
cast a
Yeah, and
spell.
then
Basically.
when they got out of the range, I was just fishing for more
It
damage.
was, no, it. You
It's
guys
all
were.
good.
You guys got away from it. This wasn't
Goodbye,
intended to be a
creepy lightning
prolonged
creature.
fight. It was if you wanted to fight, you could. If you wanted to go around, you could. All right. Your arm starts to tingle.
We have a sense of what I've done this time.
Give me disappoint. Give me a.
Give me a
Give me a
disappointment check.
I meant insight.
I'm not
It's a
angry. I'm
unique
just
skill.
disappointed.
Oh my god, that's a 10.
You get a sense of disappointment. I can't hide it anymore.
Oh my god. I feel like I'm being roasted.
You want to do good on a disappointment check or bad?
I don't know. Am I the disappointment or am I disappointed? I'm the
Maybe someone-
disappointment.
Oh,
my
that
God.
realization was so sad.
Okay, so yes, you guys continue on, and then it's kind of there's no sun here because the mist covers the entire place, but you can tell that it is getting darker, and you get into a point where it feels like you guys have been traveling probably close to a full day.
And I'll just come up like alongside Steel again and just say, all right, I mean, we could proceed on in the dark, but that seems like an unnecessary risk, especially here.
We can try to get the cube back up again. Shouldn't be too hard.
I think that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
We'll see. Is there like so? Like, all right, we're gonna start bedding down. As we're driving along, does there appear to be like one area where there is a big rock on one side where we could?
Well, so
hunker
at this
down a little
point, you're starting to see different like old ruins of buildings here and there. Some of them look like they were destroyed probably during the war by some battle or whatever. Others look like they were blasted away towards the gray mist, maybe happened during the morning. But there's various buildings scattered throughout the area.
Can we just
Can
try
we?
to find a place of
Yeah,
shadow?
you guys
lots
are
of
able to-
shadow?
You guys are able to find one that's it's a nice little kind of tucked away a bit.
I was gonna say, is there like a missing wall that we can like park the bikes
Yep.
inside too, so no one sees them?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Wonderful.
Not that you've seen anybody out here yet, but
Well, what's that sign say? Insane asylum. Oh, that sounds cozy.
no. So this one's not an insane asylum. This one's not an orphanage like you guys camped
It's
out
the
at before.
DMV. Even worse.
No, this looks like it may have been a farmhouse at some point.
Don't hear any ethereal banjo music, do I?
It's not September 23rd, right?
Mm. Nope.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Let's park and
Okay.
get kind of everything situated. See if we can't get this cube working.
Okay. Go ahead and
Can
give me your roll for the cube.
Can I tinker with it first? Because that
Yep.
would bring it down one more, right?
Yeah.
We'll tinker with. Can I?
I'll give a hand.
I was gonna say, Brandon, you want to? Halceris, come over here. Let's take a
Who's
look at this.
Brandon? I'm Halceris.
Okay, where's my tinker's tools?
Oh, yeah, because I think last I checked, you're at level 4 on it.
I like to think the higher levels is like there's more, like another row of cubes. So it was 3x3, but now it's 4x4. So much more intricate.
I'll definitely take the advantage, and
Yeah.
my proficiency is doubled on this one as well. So
Yep.
20 plus an additional 4,
Four.
so that's 24.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm gonna say that is enough to get it up to level 5. So you now
Another-
have a 25% chance
Working.
of it actually recharging when you solve it.
Okay.
Alright.
So and then I'll roll to solve then.
Yep, so that's going to be a intelligence check.
I'll help again.
Raw intelligence.
Yep.
Oh, you've got to match up the corners. Oh
What
no!
the heck? How is that even possible? Okay.
That
Is an 8.
yeah, for some reason you just can't like you're looking at it and maybe it's the Mournlands. You're not sure. But the colors almost seem to be moving. You can't quite figure it out.
I'm sorry. It doesn't look like tonight. Although, and this is just a Hail Mary there, GM. Can we throw the cube to Ro? Ro's been having some real hot rolls. Just see if it works. Know what? I won't try, but just see if it happens.
Sure, I'll let Ro give it a try.
Hell yeah. Come on,
going
make
in?
it happen.
Just straight intelligence.
Oh, I don't have that. I don't have any of that, team.
Don't need it when you roll an at 20.
Lucky. Using lucky. Using lucky.
Oh, God.
Okay.
That's a 12.
Good try.
Yeah,
though. Good try,
yep.
team.
Can't quite figure it out.
Meow.
Yeah, you this is your first time looking at it. You're like, how do I even
Guys,
How
it's
serious?
simple.
What
You
is?
just
What do I do?
It's simple. You just take the stickers off. I don't know you're having such a hard time about it.
take them off and put them back on in the
Okay.
proper order?
You lunatic.
All right. So, yep, unfortunately, the Dudrix Cube is not able to function this evening. So what is your plan?
Rotation. Some people sitting out, and then everybody else in the box. Sound good to everyone?
I'll keep me in the menagerie out here. I'll sleep out here too.
Okay. Well, Steele's going to sleep outside with the menagerie.
I feel like I
What's-
hung out with everyone, so I'm gonna take watch with Hal.
Okay. Who's taking the first watch?
I'll
I
do it.
am. Oh, you're gonna do it?
Never mind. You're good. No.
I'll,
for it.
because I'll just take, half of it, the full 4 hours, and then go down in a box for the other.
Okay, yeah. You being your elf and your trance and all that. Yep.
You and your elven ways.
Okay.
Yeah. I spend that first bit talking with our friend again. Talking with 3.
Okay.
Just yeah, I think I try the same thing before, like listening to him, and then like the little bit of I'm not gonna expend the spell slot this time because I didn't prepare a ceremony.
Okay.
But like talking with him, and then trying to like suss out any other clues. I feel pretty confident in the stuff I got last time, but just kind of making sure he's secure and making sure doubly that he is not entirely coherent on where we are, because I want to make sure that whatever connection was lingering beforehand hasn't reestablished.
Right. Yep. And so go ahead, give me an insight check.
I'll give myself luck on this one.
Okay.
Oh my god, again, a nat 20. Oh, burn him for no reason.
So a 29. Yeah, so you're looking at him. His brain is a lot more addled than it was before. I mean, he is rapidly aging back up to what is well over that normal human lifespan. But you do get some of the same bits that there's some ruins where there was a train that would depart from there heading towards Making, and it goes down through a tunnel. The train is trapped down within there, but this tunnel brings you through the glass plateau into the actual warehouse where Azrir is currently residing, as well as the sort of satellite dish-like devices mounted to the top of the spires sticking out of the glass plateau. But you pick up something different this time as well. You notice that as you're having this conversation, Ro happens to walk by on her way to her room. And he just kind of glances in her direction and almost keeps an eye on her.
Is it like a moment of lucidity kind of thing? Like I see it kind of catching his eyes.
Yeah.
Do you remember her?
I'm sorry. And he
My
kind of
friend-
like scratches his head and like he almost looks like he's rubbing the tattoo on his head.
This is concerning. Because I think I'm picking up what you're laying down, and so tell me again. I close the door, and I say, "Tell me again about your patron before he revealed himself. He was the Flesh Weaver, yes?"
He said he was, but he wasn't.
Use any other aliases? Any other names?
The mind. Azria. I'm quite thirsty. You see one of the servants brings him over a glass of water, and he just starts drinking it.
I've got to flip back through, but what was the name? Because Halceras, his brain is better than Brandon's notes. But Ro, once upon a time, mentioned what her patron's name was called. Sea Hag, no. Oh, that's from when we met the parents.
Let me see. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yes, it was. I mean, we can cut, and it's gonna be this
Yeah.
is Halceras just like sitting in his mind palace, like flicking through what the name was.
Okay. So you're trying to recall, but it's just not coming to you at the moment.
Don't mind me.
Yep. No, I'm trying to
television.
I'm trying to remember when Ro took on that person. Well, we will come back to that though.
Mhm.
We will.
While that is happening, though, I'll just it's going through the back of Halceris's mind, but I just sit down with Ro for a bit.
Yeah, so you do know that it was not one of the names that he just mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
You know that.
Yeah, I was just gonna kind of like mention it to him to see if he got that spark of lucidity again.
So we'll say you did, because Halceris will easily remember the name. I mean, Halceris
he's much smarter.
Yeah, and he doesn't even respond to it. So you go sit down with Ro.
How have you been? Have you been well?
Kind of.
Oh my God. I'm gonna just say, yeah. Things can be hard. It's been a bit of a transition having you back, and I'm going to put my hand on her hand, and I'm going to channel divinity on Ro.
Okay.
Kaiju.
So, Ro, do you wish to resist?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Knowing Rose, she's just like
Well, so you've seen how Ceres do this, where he is able to get into people's minds and read their thoughts.
I asked Steel to murder me. You think I'm gonna stop him?
Look, I have to ask. I'm not going to assume that you're going to let somebody into your mind.
Mm-hmm.
It's not nice in there.
So go ahead and Halceris, give me a charisma saving throw, please.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. If I feel the pushback, I'm gonna give myself advantage on it with my last luck point.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. Oh, bollocks.
As you reach into Ro's mind.
Wait, hold on. I'm just, before you say anything, I'm just looking to see if I have literally anything, because I always do this. Hang on. Can I use? Okay. This is gonna be a kind of hokey. Okay.
Okay. I'm listening.
Can I use anticipate weakness to, because like it's inside me that there is a conflict, right? And there is a foe involved.
So this is happening through you?
But I pinpoint a gap where there's an opening in my foe's defense. And that could be mental.
I will say, because you know what Halceris is trying to do, but you don't know what's happening from the other side, I will allow you to use one of your luck points to allow Halceris to re-roll.
Done and done. Take them.
Oh boy, I think I'm gonna refresh the window one more time just to make sure that stanks off of it.
I think that's twice you've refreshed your browser.
Yep. And it's sometimes ended in a nat 20, so let's see if that happens.
Come on, big money.
13.
Bigger money than before.
Okay.
It's incremental.
You feel, also, as you go into Ro's mind, you feel something else reach out and almost latch onto your mind. But that's it. And now you're kind of reading Ro's thoughts. Ro's in trouble.
Big time trouble.
Panicking. She has been told to do something that she doesn't want to do, but she almost feels like she has no choice.
Double check the wording of the read thoughts.
I'm in big doo-doo.
So that's what I'm just saying. That's what you get initially with the initial connection.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Uh,
you hear, do it now. Stop him.
No.
Halceris, you hear it too. Through Ro's thoughts.
I like mentally speak in. It's like, who is there? Who dares take control here?
I don't think it works that way because you can't
Three,
put thoughts into their head. You can just
5,
read their
4.
thoughts.
Can I just say it out loud?
Yeah. Yeah. Kill him now.
No.
Your arm starts to burn very badly.
Oh, serious? You might want to get back.
I grab onto it's like full Lord of the Rings style. I grab and I put my thumb on Ro's forehead. I say, "You will not kill me. You will not have her." And yeah, let's go for a fucking Hail Mary. I'm gonna cast Divine Intervention.
Okay. Go ahead and give me that sweet old D100.
Okay. Wait, I know I'm hokey again. I'm trying here. So here's my thought. Okay, that Halcerius has been trying to convert us all, right? And I've started thinking that maybe that's the only way to go. Like maybe a higher power needs to release me from this earthly prison, right? Right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
what if I am praying really hard to help him?
What is your prayer?
It's not gonna be very polished because it's Ro, but
Let me ask this first. Who are you praying to? That's probably the more
Halceris
important question.
mentioned a god to me at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Oladra.
Okay.
Okay, so my prayer. I'm so scared. Okay, I've never asked you for anything. I don't know if you know who I am, but I'm gonna need some help right now. You get anything you want, except my friends. But I don't know. I'll sing songs in your name and dance in the streets naked. I don't know.
Okay.
Please help me.
Alceris, who are you reaching out for with your divine intervention?
I reach to the sovereign because the sovereign are always here. They are separate, but they all make up the voice of the sovereign host. Each individual is but a part of the whole. So I beseech all of them, but specifically Ottawai is who I pray to, is of life and love, but Oladra is the god of fortune, and who often favors gamblers, and that is why I thought
Okay.
Ro and Oladra would be a good match.
Okay. Go ahead. Now, Ro's prayer is going to add, normally it's just your level.
Mhm.
Ro's little prayer is going to add to that.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me your D100.
Got her a break. She's never prayed in her life.
28.
Okay.
Just pretty ding dang low.
It is. So as you both mutter your prayers, we're going to get into what happens after we come back from our short little break to see what happens with this accelerated little situation they got. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a few short minutes. we are now back live here at the Games Tavern, where just before we went on break, we had a little bit of a confrontation going on between Halceris and whatever patron that Ro is serving. And this conflict happens to be taking place within Ro's head, as they have both muttered a prayer. Ro muttering a prayer to Oladra, the god of good fortune, life, and trickery. And Halceris praying to the sovereign, and particularly Arroway, the goddess of life, love, and nature.
Who,
Seeing that-
incidentally, is also a bronze dragon, not unlike a certain someone.
Yeah, a certain someone named Mama Agatha, who happened to carry around a pendant of a bronze dragon. So Halceris, seeing that things were not quite going the way he expected when he went into Ro's mind, instantly cast his divine intervention, asking for aid to help rid this entity from Ro. Rolling a 28. As you sit there, you focus and you're concentrating, you finish your prayer. It's not going to be that easy.
Meow.
Ro, you feel a surge of energy go through your arm, very similar to you casting an Eldritch Blast.
I am going to make sure it is pointed away.
As you feel the energy hit your hand, it shoots right back up into your arm. Go ahead, give me damage for your Eldritch Blast.
Ay.
This is gonna suck. Where is Eldritch Blast? There it is. You want damage or
Yep.
hit?
Damage.
That's a 3.
You take 3 points of force damage.
Love rolling that for myself.
That out of anything you could have rolled for that, that's the best thing you could have done. Halceris, you see this kind of out of the corner of your eye. And then you get a very familiar voice in your head. I can protect her for now, but I can't hold him back. It's the voice of Mama Agatha.
Confirmation.
I just close my eyes and say, please do what you can.
Break the connection. And then you kind of feel the energy fade away. Ro, you still feel your arm burning.
God damn it.
And Halceris, you keep hearing it. Kill him. Kill him now. You hear it coming from Ro's head. And Ro, you're hearing it too.
No.
You feel the energy start to surge through your arm again.
Okay, I'm gonna do some chicanery here, and I hope you're ready for it, DM. I am going to, because Ro and Halceris are roughly the same height, so I have my hand on her head, and I put her forehead against mine, say, you are Natasha Devereaux. You are the leader of your house. You are stronger than this foul creature. And I'm going to use my channel divinity to cast suggestion on Ro that she is stronger than this fucking thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, some chicanery. I was gonna.
Okay, no, I like it. Ro, I need a charisma saving throw
Okay.
with advantage.
Okay. Oh my.
Oh
Lucky, 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 lucky.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wait, that was a saving throw.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that was a check you rolled.
Oh.
Okay, can I reroll with
Yep.
advantage? Because I
Yep.
Yay!
Yep.
And lucky.
Okay. Go ahead. Give me a reroll.
God damn. Okay, 14.
You feel the burning in your arm is still there, but the energy surge from the Eldritch Blast just dissipates as it hits your hand.
Okay, that one hurt less.
And then you feel the burning start to kind of go away.
Did I hear Mama Agatha, or was that just in house?
Yeah, no, you heard that too, because for that brief moment up until he used suggestion, he was in your head.
Well, I love a lady that, reads good books and also helps out.
She is one of a kind. As are you.
Yeah.
Ro, for
We
the
will.
first time, you almost have a clear head for the first time in a while.
Ooh, I don't feel murderous.
That's good to hear. Great. Love that. Wonderful. All right. Agatha has bought us some time. She said we had to break the connection.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure what that is.
You want to chop off my arm?
I mean, just because Steele did it doesn't mean it's a great idea for
Yeah, but
everybody.
he could give me an arm just like his. Just do it. Just take it off.
He's been working at it for a while. I don't think he has a spare.
It'll be fine. He can stick another rapier. Oh, he could stick my whip on there.
I don't think that's how that is going to work there, Ro.
Okay, if he says yes, will you cut off my arm?
No.
Okay.
Yes, I understand. We will figure this out. But if worse comes to worse, I will be open to more extreme options. How does that sound?
I'm just saying, if the arm is not on me, it's all.
Yeah, I get it. And DM, kind of left field idea. Her aberrant dragon mark
Yep.
has advanced from when I've seen it last.
Yes. Yeah, so when you first saw it, it was just it was a mark on the back of her hand.
Mm-hmm.
But ever since she made her little pact, it has started to almost vein-like work its way all the way up her arm.
And the iconography is
There's no iconography in it. It just looks just almost like dark veins.
Perhaps maybe we can head it off at the pass. I will need to speak with Steele about it.
Chop it,
Perhaps-
chop.
No. Well, he always going through the darkest options there, Ro. But perhaps maybe changing your aberrant mark to something else.
Is that possible?
We are in a fantastic and terrible place right now. Possibility is always at hand.
Okay, but we need a backup plan.
Perhaps. For now, let us focus on what we can do, and then we will deal with what comes after.
Well, I already asked Steel, do you know? So.
That's horrible. Please don't do that.
Well, I didn't do it. I'm just saying in case.
I'm going to have a talk with him about that. That is not great. But
He said that he already knew how he would do it. But he wouldn't tell me. I also
there's
don't.
that deep nose rub for dads. Just I am going to get a little bit of shut eye. I suggest you do the same.
Got it.
All right. As all this is going on, Taryn, you're up outside, keeping watch. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
$24.
All right. So with the 24, as you're kind of looking out over the plains, you kind of catch it off in the distance at first, and then you see it gets a little closer, and you see what looks to be a small herd of some sort of creature.
Are they coming towards us?
They seem to just be kind of roaming the area.
All right. I'll just keep an eye then. I'm sure Biscuit and Ursula are just circling, so I'll
Yep.
just keep an eye for the time.
I would assume that they'd be giving some aid the whole time because they don't have to sleep,
Right.
or at least
Okay.
the Guardian doesn't.
So go ahead, give me go ahead, hit advantage on that real quick. Just let's see if
28.
okay. So at one point they get a little bit closer, and you remember you have the spyglass, so you kind of look out. It looks like a herd of maybe, it's not even really a full herd, it's like 5 or 6 clawfoot. But as you kind of get a closer look at them through the spyglass, a lot of them are missing large chunks of flesh from their side. Some of them you see just bone sticking out. They are very clearly undead clawfoot.
It's like 4. It's just 4.
It's like 5 or 6 of them.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, just keep an eye.
Okay.
To see if they break towards the camp towards us or they notice us. But if they're just around and moving, I'm not gonna.
Okay. Yeah, they just seem to be meandering around at the moment. All right, who are you going to wake up for the next watch? As the 4 hours, that's really all you catch in the 4 hours.
Halceris.
Okay. So you go down and you wake up Halceris.
Yeah, just go and just knock on the door. When he answers, next.
Anything of note?
Undead clawfoot. That's about it. And then I just walk towards my room and I stop and I look back real quick. Just a soft thanks. I keep going towards I just walk away.
Okay.
Alceris totally keeps together. Totally not phased.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
He just like turns back, like, yeah, of course, no problem. Oh my god.
See if you can
Got
maintain
through
your
the-
composure.
Got through him. No.
Oh.
Big jump.
Okay. So I know you were originally planning on taking watch with Ro. Are you gonna wake up Ro for the watch?
I think perhaps Miss Devereaux could use some more rest. I will make that Papa call.
Yeah. No,
but
absolutely.
she hasn't had much to do outside of playing nurse, so I will wake up Echo instead.
Oh, okay. So Echo, you wake up to a knock at your door.
Yes. Let's go.
Has everything been okay with Alana? No adverse effects. She appears to be fine.
Yeah, she appears to be fine.
She's sleeping off the massive injury she had.
Yeah, she's good. She'll be fine soon.
Wonderful. It's not exactly fresh air, but would you like to step outside for a bit and join me on watch?
Sure.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I do all as well. I go to Alana's room and I just pull up a chair.
Okay.
That's where I stay for the rest of the night.
Yeah, she's unconscious, but she is resting comfortably. Echo has actually done a very good job of taking care of her and making sure she had some broth and stuff like that. So she was actually
Learn from the best.
There's like 4 times as many bandages that are necessary. It's like
Hey.
a full
little
body
overdone.
cast. Just
Hey.
One whole healer's kit was used for one little cut. No, I'm just kidding.
Better safe than sorry, okay?
Yep.
Not all of us have spells to do things.
You got spells now. Okay, so you two head up for watch.
Bring that new sword of yours.
Oh, yes, I will bring the sword.
Okay. You bring your sword up with you. What are you all doing while you're on watch?
What was the name of the sword? Cerberus's claw?
Claws or talon.
Talon?
I think it's the talon of Cerberus. Yep, talon of Cerberus.
Do you like that sword? It is very well made.
I haven't really used it much. Kind of haven't had the chance to really practice with it. I think I did it here and there with Tyrion after I found it while we were playing with Crater, but I haven't used it in battle. So can't say much. It feels comfortable, I guess, but I don't know too much on it.
I mean, it is hard to know the gods, especially Cerberus. He's progenitor of all things, if myth is to be believed. Would you like to practice? Do a little bit of sparring? I am not as lie as Tyrion or Ro, but
I would love to.
not helpless old man.
I would never consider you helpless.
And just go through some basic motions, fight.
Okay.
But like keeping eye, do like the watch, and then just like, you're doing drills a little bit. But then
does Halceres give any notion or any I feel like he's too good at masking himself, but any clue of what's happened with him and Ro or anything? Am I able to suss anything out? Just being able to ask, are you okay? Are things okay? I can roll for insight.
Yeah, I was gonna say, go ahead, give me an insight check.
Okay.
Oh, insight, huh? We roll insight?
Yes. Yeah, we're rolling insight, not disappointment.
Yeah, me with 0 wisdom rolling insight. Let's go.
didn't stop Ro from getting a nat 20.
16.
So you can tell there's something a little off about Halceres. I mean, you can't really put your finger on, you can't equate it to Ro because you don't really know that they were having that conversation. But you can tell he's a little preoccupied with something, but not much.
Okay, so I will continue to, I guess we'll practice with the sword.
Okay. So as you guys are practicing, Echo, you're sitting there, you're trying to find a way you can get an advantage on Halceris. And as you get ready to go swing, Halceris, you see Echo just turn into a mist, fly behind you, and pop up behind you.
Oh, we're using magic now. Okay, it's a different sort of
Wait,
spell.
did I
We're
do
using
that, or was it the
magic.
sword? I don't know.
So
It was
Uh,
definitely the sword.
it was the sword.
Oh, I
yeah.
know it's the sword. I'm just like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was so cool.
And also you do it again.
I believe it is a fitting gift for you. You
So-
are a
Oh no, you go ahead then. I'll ask. It's okay.
sure. We've been traveling a while, and I think I forget how strong that you are sometimes. You seem like so much a child to me, but I forget you are not. I apologize for this. Boldre guides your sword, I think.
Who guides my sword?
Boldre is she is one of the sovereign and a guide and protector of family. She protects and encourages people of all kinds and convinces them to work together.
I feel like that's really fitting. You all are my family, and I would do anything to protect you all. Not that everyone said, but just, I kind of don't know anything else.
I think that is one of the perks of being your age. You have your entire life to learn.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like sometimes it gets annoying to be seen as the younger one, like the child. And I kind of want to be able to grow out of that because I don't always want to be the little kid, you know? But at the same time, when you or anyone else on our team says that you enjoy those moments that I'm where I literally don't know what's going on, I feel comfortable, and I'm like, okay, I'm not as stupid as I think I am.
I believe you are far and away from stupid, Echo. I think when Steele and I and perhaps Tyrion look at you with thinking of you as young is because we see the hope that you are part of. We of the older generation have only known war. It is Tyrion and I perhaps can scarcely remember a time before there was a war over this entire continent. Steele, I am afraid, has probably only known it. It is hard not to be set in certain ways because of it. But you and Ro are a future that can be. There is every possibility that you will know more peace in your life than war. And because of that, I am reassured. You have a chance that so many didn't.
I think age is just a number, though. I mean, things have clearly changed from you and everyone else knowing just war like things have flourished and conflict still exists, but in a less intense and I can't like overwhelming manner. So you can maybe I'm glad that you see me as someone who has so much hope, but I only get the hope having seen what you all do and knowing that there's good in the world because of what you all do. I think we can all learn from that and keep pushing to stay hopeful and grow that hope for others to also have.
I believe that you are right. I believe that you speak with much wisdom. But seeing 3 downstairs has shown me that my mortality is finite. Tyrion, I mean, only the gods know how long the elves live. And Steel is still fairly young, but I believe that the planting of seeds of hope and of the tomorrow must be cultivated by the young. I do not know if we will see these seeds flourish, but knowing that there are hands tending to them is comforting.
Yeah, I guess I never thought of it that way. Is everything okay?
I don't know. All I know is that we have to keep moving forward as best we can.
Okay. Well, you know, I'm right here if you ever need to say anything.
I appreciate this. Thank you.
Okay. The rest of y'all's watch goes pretty uneventful. You do see what look, and you recognize them by the movement echo. You do see a small group of clawfoot out there, but you can clearly tell something is wrong with them. The way because they're moving kind of like clawfoot, but not really.
I kind of want to send Crater there, but that's okay. I see someone, my watch partner is like, don't you dare. So I'm gonna take his words.
Okay. And then do you guys all wake up, Steel?
Mhm.
Okay. The rest of the evening goes by quietly. So Steel, you wake up and you wait until you start seeing the sun light start to shine through the mist a little bit.
Start making coffee and breakfast.
Okay. Eventually you all wake up and all start working your way out, preparing yourselves for the next day's voyage. Any particular things you want to prepare prior to departing?
Everybody gets a personalized prayer to a certain sovereign. Gonna lead you all to the path of righteousness.
You gotta teach me how to spell righteousness before that.
Nah, it's okay. You don't need to spell in the church.
And go ahead.
Oh no, that's so. Yeah, gifts of luck all around. Takes me probably an hour to get everybody done, right?
So it's
10 minutes
10
a pop.
minutes a pop. So yeah, about an hour. Yeah. All right, Steel, what were you gonna do?
Just make some snacks to the road. Get everybody ready.
Okay. Taryn, what are you doing to prepare?
To prepare, just make sure my arrows are good, and yeah, just make sure the arrows are good. And then the last thing is when Alana wakes up is just to make sure she's all right.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I fell in combat.
It's not your fault. If anyone's to blame, it's me. That's fine.
But I failed you.
No. I failed you. It's fine. You don't have to worry about it. What matters is that you're still here.
Thanks to your friends.
Yeah. He's, Sarah's always has the right plan.
Well, I suppose I'm not gonna see you die if he's around.
If we're
Wouldn't be completely upset about that. About you not dying anymore.
just a soft chuckle, and then I give her a hug.
She actually returns the hug back this time. I'm starting to regret coming in here with you.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
How's Ro doing?
Like Ro, I guess.
I mean, she came back and then we got attacked, and she seemed a little off, but
I'm not 100% sure what's going on, but it's something big.
well,
So I'm just gonna keep an eye on her and make sure she doesn't get herself in any more trouble.
sounds like a plan. We got to protect those that we care about, right?
Took the words right out of my mouth. And then, I just tap her forehead, tap foreheads.
Okay, like a gentle headbutt.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And Echo, anything you're doing to help prepare? Oh, bless you.
Sneezing. It's allergies.
Yeah, they're brutal this time of year.
Not here.
Yeah, you got snow last week.
Allergies. Sorry. But you got a little too much cleric going around, okay?
Cleric.
Too much religion.
Oh, well
Yeah, you missed it. Okay. Anyway, what are you doing to prepare?
Nothing really.
No,
I'm
okay.
probably just playing with my sword and
Okay.
probably showing it to Tyrion and then showing it to Crater, being like, "Look what I can do."
So here's my question: are you showing off that it can use Misty Step?
Yes.
Okay. How many times do you do that?
Till I run out, because I don't know that I can run out.
So 3 times. The 4th time you go to do it, it doesn't happen.
Oh no, I lost it. I used it all up.
You said you were gonna show us something. What?
So you saw her do the Misty Step like 3 times.
And then I've lost it. It's
And then she
gone
couldn't do it
forever.
anymore.
I'm never gonna get it back.
That would actually be a fair.
Okay.
That would actually be a fair assessment for Echo. Actually,
I don't know.
you don't.
Well, that's done. Hope you
Can I
had
get
fun.
it back? Can you cast a spell on it, please?
Who are you gonna ask?
Everyone. I don't
I
know
can-
what to
I can
do.
make it. I can just hit it with something.
Yeah,
So
you hit it.
I could
um,
curse it.
if I remember it, Steel, I think you cast Identify on it, right?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. So you would be able
Originally.
to tell. Yeah. So 3 charges that reset at dawn. So she's used all of them up for the day.
Could it be said that she used them all up before dawn happened? Like at
Oh, they were like
4:33?
No, because she used 2 of them when she was practicing with you.
Cool. Well, that
Mhm.
was a fun ability. Great, we practiced.
Hopefully you get another long rest before the end
Oh, I
fight.
don't know. I thought does Steel tell me this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, all right. I have to count them. Three. Okay.
I was saying, Halceris, can't you manipulate time a little bit? Maybe we can rewind that.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm looking through my spells.
Yeah.
I
After he
thought
does
there
the
was
gift of luck
something
on
about recharging.
after he does the gift of luck on everybody, he starts preparing his spells. Like, oh, maybe I got something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking through it. I'm like, okay, I've got healing, I've got this, and then I just hear like 4 poofs, and I'm like, and then I got to do this. Okay.
Okay. Well, you all get ready. You get back on the hover horses. What is the orientation you are going to be on your hover horses this leg of the trip? As you're pretty sure, based off the map, you will reach the ruins probably sometime mid-afternoon.
I'm
As a
good.
side
Everyone
note-
sounds like they'll cut my arm off if they have to.
Did you tell everyone that?
No, but I'll probably maneuver so that Ro and Echo are on the same bike.
Okay.
Okay. So that leaves you. So, yeah, so all 5 of you can be on the bikes, have the chest in one spot. That'll leave Olana and the menagerie inside the chest. Okay. So,
Sounds good.
Steel, I know, always drives one. So,
I'm
who
also
is driving?
I'm gonna cast Arcane Lock on the chest, and I'm
Okay.
gonna exempt the 5 of us present,
Okay.
and Olana.
Okay. All right. So, you cast the arcane lock on the chest, and nobody else can open it up except for the 6 of you. One of them is inside.
It
Who
can
is
be open normally by anybody as long as they are on that list.
Yep.
From in or out.
who is riding in the car with Steel?
Oh, and the menagerie. The menagerie is also exempt.
Okay.
I do you want to do a dad trip and let the kids have a bike?
Okay.
I'm for it.
So we've got Steel, Halceris, and the chest on one
And the
Bike?
coolest music playing, obviously.
with
Just
with
all-
some Mozart
just
and
dad
Bach.
rock. Oh no, it's
Oh.
just dad rock. It's just
Okay.
a lot of Jimmy Buffett.
Oh, there we go. And then the last bike we have Taryn, Echo, and Ro. Who is driving?
We definitely have one of those like classic like scuffle over the handrails before I'm like, whatever, fine, have it.
I'm mature now.
I'm mature now.
I'm not. And yeah, I just push it to the side, push past, and hop on the
So, Ro, as you start to have that little tussle, even though it's a friendly little tussle, you start to feel that itch in
Whoop.
your arm again.
Nope. All yours. All yours. And then I hang out in the sidecar with Echo.
Well, so it's a sidecar on either side of the main thing. So you guys are
Right.
on opposite. You got Taryn in the middle driving,
Great.
with you and Echo kind of next to him, but back a little bit. So you could actually make faces at him without him seeing.
Oh, I am. 100%. I literally sit down the moment I do. I'm like,
All right. And you all take off heading towards these ruins. As you start as you go, probably for the first few hours, you see kind of coming up on this small little ridge, you see what looks to be remnants of a road. You see the like lantern posts that are all either broken down, covered in some sort of green moss or fungus, lining this road going across. And as you come up to crest the road, you see before you the ruins of a fairly moderate-sized community, scattered all over. And way off in the distance on the horizon, you can just make out the very top of the glass plateau. Go ahead, give me perception checks, please.
All of us?
Yep.
Could I use the spyglass?
Yes, because you are not driving, you can.
Do you want me to roll for all of us, or do you want me to just get advantage from the menagerie?
The menagerie is in the box, so they cannot help you.
Not Cafe.
Not the board. Oh, not 20.
Okay.
Cafe be flying.
So Cafe will have his own roll.
Okay.
Cafe be flying like bird do.
Bird do be flying.
Bird do
Okay,
be
so
flying.
it looks like we have
We do.
They do be-
I got a 9.
Dirty
Echo
20.
got a 9. Echo's too busy making faces at Tyrion.
Dirty 20.
Just here for the ride.
Ro got a dirty 20. Halceris got a 29. Taryn got a 19.
His is +4, so that's a 16.
So a 16 for Cafe.
And
And then we just
19 for me.
and then 19 for you. Okay, so everybody picks up on it except for Echo. You notice amongst the ruins movement. You can't make out what they are because of how far away it is, but you catch glints of metallic movement within the ruins. Right now, the ruins are probably from where you're at, because you're slightly rise up, you're looking at about 9 miles out, and you just see metal just moving through the ruins.
Large with the nat 20. Do I get like a?
No, because you can't even really make out the shape of it. It's like the glint of
With the s-
metal every once in a
with-
while. With the spyglass, you can it looks more, because with the range, I mean, you can catch a little bit more. It looks probably more like humanoid sized, like regular medium sized.
So it appears that there is movement. So it's not completely abandoned, I guess.
How far away?
About 9 miles.
No, how far away are they, the ruins?
About 9 miles.
Oh,
from
that's
you.
the 9. Okay, I thought we
Yeah,
were
so
9 miles
so you
away
kind of
from-
came up onto a ridge where the road
Oh,
was,
okay,
and you're
so
kind of
we're-
looking down
That's-
off into this open plain, but you see these ruins.
I thought we
Probably-
were passing ruins and
No,
it was-
no, this
that's-
is out in front of you. This
yeah,
this
brain did a thing.
you're pretty sure that this is the ruins that 3 had told you about.
All right, so what's the plan?
We need to make our way through them to find. I don't suppose it looks like it from where we are. There's like a big thing that looks like Grand Central Station or something, does it?
No, from this distance out, you can't really kind of make any of that out at the moment.
Okay. Somewhere in there is the tunnel that will lead us into making.
Mm.
If we were somehow able to make it by unnoticed, that would probably be for the best. For Azir's eyes are all connected, as far as we are aware.
Mm.
What is y'all's plan?
Unless I could give pass without trace to the bike, so not we're sneaking past.
So the bikes make quite a bit of noise, rumbling across the ground.
Do that.
Plus, you also
Uh,
have the chest and stuff like that too.
From where we are looking at the buildings, is there nothing between us and them? Or is there appear to be like, if we were to like leapfrog behind dilapidated things on the way up to it?
So you see what looks to be probably the remains of some like farmhouses and farm and fields. Pretty much dotting the landscape between the road and where the bulk of the ruins reside. As if they had a nice decent farming community outside of whatever this city was. And funny enough, Halceris, you've been here before, but you cannot recall the name of this community.
It's on the tip of my tongue. Langstrom, Dolstrom, something. I cannot remember. All right. Does anyone have any bright ideas? Because, I mean, we can attempt to get closer, maybe approach on foot. Tyrion, if you would like to sneak and see what exactly we are dealing with. The other option, I could possibly reach out to Ignar and he could run distraction for us.
Halceris, you also, as you're trying to think this through, you remember you've got another ally within the Morn lands.
I was just thinking, I was looking at the sending spell, yo.
Yeah, I could scout it out and then see what we're up against, if that's what you want me to do.
Let us approach some of the farms, and then perhaps we can advance on foot from there. Does this sound amenable to everyone?
Yeah.
Okay, so you start to. Do you go at normal pace, like normal speed down there, or are you going a little slower?
Trying not to kick up so much dust.
Okay, so you kind of cut back on your speed a little bit as you kind of go down, and you start to approach what looks to be an old farmstead. The roof is completely caved in, but the walls seem to still be up except for a large hole in the side of one of them. As you approach, you see some sort of movement through this large hole in the side of the building. Doesn't look metallic.
Does it look like a big old set of teeth?
You just
Like
saw
a mimic building?
So because it was all dark in there and the poor light, you just see something move. As you kind of get a little closer, you see long fingers ending in claws kind of wrap around. They look almost blue and scaly.
So we all see this, right?
Yeah, as you're probably right now about maybe 200 feet away from this farmhouse.
Are we moving?
You haven't told me you stopped yet.
Sure.
You see a large, almost frog-like looking head with spikes going from its skull down its back peek out from around the corner.
I slow
Same
down.
blue skin, almost frog-like face, large maw on its head, just kind of looking and peering out in your direction.
Yeah, so I slow down a little bit and just look back. Ro, switch it for me. And we swap out so I can have both hands ready.
What are you all doing? It
Does-
it doesn't look like it's being aggressive. It looks almost more curious at the moment. Now,
All right.
where this head is, this thing looks to be about 8 feet tall.
This seems like a different sort of perspective. How about we try to reason with them?
All right.
So I will ask Steel to drive us forward and like get within, say, 50 feet and then get out.
Okay. You get out, and this thing comes around the corner, and this thing kind of stands up more. You see a large, muscled frame, the frog-like face, and just broad shoulders of this blue, frog-like looking creature kind of slowly steps out towards you.
Greetings. Do you speak common?
You see a tongue kind of come out and then go back in.
Don't want any trouble.
Now, from the other side, you see another clawed hand reach out and start to pull its way out, and you see a second one of these creatures. This one looks slightly larger than the first.
I'm gonna look at this big one. Are they within 30 feet or so? Do I've approached?
You said you're about 50 feet out. Did you move closer?
I think so. So they're
Okay.
within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast suggestion on the biggin.
Okay.
So that is a wisdom saving throw.
Let me, Okay. Just kind of looks at you.
And I'm going to say, perhaps you and your friends should leave the area for a while. Peaceful like.
You see them just kind of look at each other and almost start to talk in a almost like a chirpy, gurgly, frog-like language. And then behind them, you see another one of these creatures coming forward. This one, however, is covered in what looks to be rags and stuff and is holding almost like a walking stick. And instead of blue scales, it's green. What are you doing here?
Just passing through.
Go away.
We would like to. We are getting ready to move through the town over there, but need a place to sneak up on it. Are you a friend of the machines?
Friend. Machines turn. But you might. As he lifts a clawed finger and starts to point it in your direction. Then you hear in your head the other two blue ones. We kill you now? As they start to slowly walk towards you.
So my suggestion didn't work then.
Those two didn't understand you.
Is that part of the phrasing?
They have to know. They have to understand
Hear
what
and
you're saying.
understand you. Fair enough. I would rather we didn't. Everyone, I think it's going to be a fight.
Or you have the option to jump back into bike and run.
Fair.
I get up next to Halceris and I just whispers, I think our friend can see what we're doing regardless of if we sneak or not. Is trying to get in unseen really the best idea?
Well, they don't know we're here yet. But how about we get away from this and discuss it? And I'm going to, just, I'll time step and basically
So-
teleport back in.
If you look at your shard, that is essentially what you are looking at.
Mhm.
Yeah, he no look nice.
Yeah.
And he says there's 3 of them and one is green.
So there's 2 of these large blue ones. And then there's one that's probably a little shorter than a normal human, but is green.
Yeah, that's not good. I don't think we should sit down. What's the plan? As I draw an arrow.
They're just slowly lumbering towards you.
I don't know if we have time for this, guys. We got things to do.
Back on bikes. Come on, let's go.
Yep.
And
Okay.
drive.
You guys jump on and you drive off. And they do not seem to look like they are pursuing you. You do kind of, as you look back, you see the 2 blue ones heading back to the farmhouse and climb back through the side of the building.
Nice knowing you.
Yeah, as you probably did not want to get into it with those guys right about now.
Mhm.
All right. So what's your next approach? Are you going to try to find another farmhouse, or are you going to try to go around them?
Is there... Yeah, I mean, is there not so much a farmhouse, but just like an outcropping that these bikes could be parked
So
outside of places?
there's some stables. There's some large areas where you can tell that it was probably cows or some sort of livestock at some point that have canopied areas and stuff like that.
Do we have any idea if we'd be able to ride these inside the tunnel? Does it look like it'd be something we could do?
You haven't seen the tunnel yet.
But if it took a lightning rail car, then I guess it might be big enough, but we don't know the debris.
Right.
I mean, do we want to get close? Some of you do reconnaissance? Does that sound like a plan?
Can do.
You can do that.
And if something
Yeah.
goes wrong, the rest of us will just ride in.
So I'm going to say at this point you're probably about 5 miles out from the edge of the city proper.
How much are we seeing as far as the? Does it look like a large contingent, or is it?
So actually go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Give me now that you're a few miles closer. Go ahead and give me some Updated perception checks.
Can I
And
use
how's-
investigation by chance?
What are you
try to-
investigating?
Gathering
That's-
numbers.
Okay.
Another nat 20.
Okay.
28 for me.
Okay.
Ooh.
Meow.
An 11 for Roe.
Makes sense, perception wise.
Okay, Echo got a 15. Steel got a 2.
Mm.
So, looking through, you don't really. And Cafe 13, right?
Yeah. mhm.
Yeah, okay. So because you no longer have like the elevated view, you're not really seeing as much of the city now. However, on some of the ruined walls, you see what look to be some sort of metallic ballista mounted. But you don't see any kind of ballista bolts or anything pointed out of them. Halceris, you've got, using the spyglass, you kind of look in, and these are some sort of turrets. You've seen these kind of turrets mounted to Colossi towards the end of the war, as well as on some airships.
So these are ones that don't require gunners because they are themselves the gunner.
Yep. And they shoot a form of eldritch energy, very similar to Rose Eldritch Blast.
So, and a very important question comes up then. What is the range on a cannon?
On like a regular cannon?
On boomers specifically.
Oh, that cannon. Okay.
Yeah.
Where did I have this? I want to say it's 600 feet, if I remember right, off the top of my head. Let me.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta pull up your airship stats here, if I can find them. But yeah, I want to say it's like 600 feet though. So
If we can pull within 600 feet without being noticed, we could probably take some shots at the ballista up there, or we can park the bikes and try to stealth in on foot.
The other option is I can reach out to Sebastian. See, I told him to make it to the glass plateau. It is possible he is within area and could provide air support, perhaps a diversion.
I think we should try to pull all stops that we can.
The other option is to ask Ignar for help. He might be amenable. He crashed the last time I asked him to help.
He didn't have a great time the last time he was here, though, so I really don't know
don't
if I
think
want to
so.
ask him to come here.
okay, so cannons, it's a range of 600 feet normal, 2,400 feet with disadvantage, long range. So that's roughly a half mile that you can do
Okay.
long range with a cannon.
And
Yeah, damn.
yeah,
I imagine Steel just fucking lobs it, like just leans real far back and goes for like the arc on the shot.
I mean, it's possible. That's why I'm like, you could potentially do it, but
All right. I will send a message to Sebastian.
okay.
Or you park and look. Third level slot. Okay. So, Sebastian, Alceres here have made it to morning. We're on the east side of the plateau, right?
West side.
West of plateau, small village. Where is your current location? need
like-
assistance.
Okay. Luckily, because now you're within the Mournlands, the dark gray mist or the dead gray mist is not hindering your ability to try to reach out to Sebastian.
Hooray.
Alceres. At the north end of Glass Plateau, you want me to divert from towers?
God, I hate this game with the spelling.
I mean,
Because
mean,
so your last interaction, you talked about him going to take
attacking
out
the tower.
Yeah.
Yep. So let's see. He's at the north now. I could have him fly here and draw fire. Or his original plan was to attack the towers, so that he would be a diversion.
Would he be? Do we think that he could fly here within the next hour, probably or less? Because otherwise we'd have to wait.
I know that ghost ship. How fast would it fly? I'd have an assessment on it.
About
it doesn't have like magic
about
afterburner.
the speed of a regular airship. It's not. Yeah. From when you were
Doesn't have,
on
like-
it, because you guys actually were on it for a little bit.
Mhm.
It was about the regular speed of a regular airship. So if you went from the very tip of the Glass Plateau, the north part of the Glass Plateau, from here you estimate probably 3 days, maybe 2.
He's just at the tip of the Glass Plateau, and he was planning to attack the towers at Making.
Yeah, so he's about roughly 120 miles.
What's he been doing this whole time?
I mean,
So,
that's based off of what he told you. That's what you're kind of making the assumption of.
So then it would take him at least another 2 days to get from here to Making.
to get where he is to get to us, it will take him 3 days. It'll
Right,
take him
and then
2
the
days
trip
to get
from-
to Making.
And then
Yeah.
the trip from here to Making would be 2 days as well.
Now, from there to Making, it's only about 60 miles, so probably a day, maybe day and a half.
Yeah. I was rounding up, giving.
Yep.
Yeah. We are in the Mournlands.
So
This is true
it
too.
seems unlikely that he will be of any help here, unless we plan to stay for a couple days.
We can't do that.
I don't think so either.
Let's find out how many there are. Can I have Cafe do some reconnaissance and
Yep.
try to get a general idea of what's going on?
Okay. So Cafe is gonna fly. You want him to you just kind of tell him to fly up over the ruins and observe.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Give me stealth for Cafe.
I don't know if he's proficient. Actually, let me check.
No, I don't
No.
think he is. No. Yeah, no. So it's a plus. Yeah, it's just the
Yes,
plus
yeah,
2.
he has he is proficient in stealth and perception. And he's a
Small bird.
The homunculus servant in that comes up in the manual says he has
Okay.
Dex. He's saving throws in Dex, stealth, and perception. He also has the evasion feat.
Okay. So what's your total?
That would make it another +4, so
15.
15.
Okay. So he goes up, and starts to fly over these ruins. How long do you want him to be out there for?
I just want him to try to get a count, if he can, a head count of what he can see from the air, both of the ballista and ground troops, if any, and see if he can spy the actual entrance. and then circle back, hopefully less than an hour.
Okay. So he goes up, flies around. Go ahead, give me a perception check for him.
That'd be a 14.
Okay. After about an hour, he comes back, and with him being the homunculus, you do have the telepathic bond with him. And he gives you a count of at least 25 Warforged troops that he saw.
The small ones.
Yep, the regular, like, humanoid-sized ones, and at least 10 turrets along the walls. They're spread out probably about 300 feet from each other. And he did spot a large platform that looks like it was where the train station was, as he was able to identify some of the lightning stones that were used for the lightning rail. And it goes off probably about 100 feet, 200 feet or so from that platform, and starts to go down into the ground where there's a large group of boulders and rocks kind of covering the entrance, but there's enough of an opening for maybe one or two people at a time to get through.
So we can't take the bikes regardless.
Probably not.
Based on that, do I think we could go around them and sneak into the entrance through the boulders?
It's possible.
Okay.
So because it seems to be that most of the Warforged, from what you gather from him, is they're going in groups of 2 or 3, just kind of patrolling around. So there could be more than what he saw. There might be less than what he saw. He might have double counted some. A lot of them all look the same. But he estimated that he saw at least 25.
Okay. I spread the news.
All right. As you spread the news, I think is what I'm going to do is go ahead and let you all take the next week to get together behind the scenes, try to come up with your game plan on how you want to approach this. As next week, you try to work your way into the tunnel to your final conflict with Azrir. I think it's a pretty decent place for us to go ahead and stop for the evening. Before we go ahead, find a friend to raid, though, we just got a few quick reminders for everyone out there.
Yeah, if you liked our stuff tonight, be sure to check out the other shows we have here at the Games Tavern. Tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction continues. The party is unlocked and entered the Water Clock Guild crypts, and now the team must work their way through traps, tricks, and other possible nefarious things that the crypt has in store. And on Saturday, Q Crawl, 3 p.m. Eastern, we have First Knights, as our newly minted Jedi Knights finish customizing their lightsabers and investigate the Senate's Charter Bureau. They begin unraveling the threads of corruption that have generated so much of the conflict in the new colonies.
And if that sounds awesome, you should definitely go over to YouTube and catch up on some of those awesome shows that we've got going on, as well as this one, if you're new to being around here. And you can subscribe there. You can leave some wonderful comments. Tell us how pretty we look. That's always wonderful. We love to engage there. We love for you guys to check us out. So go there, catch up on whatever you need to, and then come back here next week to find out what happens. And we'll see you then.
Yep.
And as always, a humongous, enormous, giant thank you to Shard Tabletop for them sponsoring our show. Go to the link in chat to check it out for yourself and use code TGTShard20 to get your 20% discount on your DM Pro and other subscriptions.
20%?
There's a
20%.
big old 20% on that.
2 and a 0 is 20.
Yeah. We love Shard here. It makes things very easy for us to handle from a GM side, player side, and they keep adding all these new features like the dice rolls. I think I saw some new dice designs on there today for a couple of the characters, so it's pretty cool. So make sure you go ahead, check them out, and make sure you come back next week as the crew tries to figure out a way through an army into a dark tunnel. Stay dirty, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Bye.